All praise the Most High. All praise the King. All praise Jesus. Bro, bro. I can't sleep. I am. I don't know. All the BS, man. That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of people feeling entitled. I think that's the main thing. Is people feeling entitled because, and I mean, especially when it comes to me, like I'm not the. I don't feel that I need praise or to like I guess go light, but there's no reason for somebody to kind of make my life difficult in really any way because I'm not a difficult person. Probably once upon a time, well, not even probably, but once upon a time, yes, I was very difficult. I probably was a person that people didn't want to be around, but not now. So I'm having a hard time understanding why everybody feels so entitled when they talk to me. That's crazy work. It's just I don't know. I think it's more irritating than anything. And like, I can't stand my baby mom. I'm just gonna keep it a bug. I'm just gonna keep it right there. Like all the stuff, especially when it comes to my daughter. Like all the stuff you can't get. You can't make this shit up. But either way, it's good to know Iran and all that jazz, right? So I was looking at something, and it was saying that we killed homeboys, uh, homeboy's son, the dude that we just killed. We just killed his son, and I had said this to my wife like a couple of days ago that Trump. I don't want to get flagged for this, but Trump is gonna have to kill this man's entire bloodline off. He's gonna have to, and because of the culture of those people, even if he kills off his entire bloodline, it's not gonna matter. The beef never dies. Like they live completely different. Like it's almost like a street mentality, like state of mind. Like the beef never dies, ever. You killed my brother, I'm gonna kill you. But that's why I say he's gonna have to kill. He's gonna have to wipe off his bloodline, which is crazy. Crazy thinking about it. Like outside of the street, somebody doing that. Like up there, like a president. It sounds crazy, but it is something that I think he kind of has to. But then it goes down to the kids though. Like when you're talking about a bloodline, you can't just kill the all the uncles and the whatnots. That means at some point you're gonna have to kill the kids. I don't believe in that, but if you're going into the bloodline, I won't get kicked off for that. But if you're talking about the bloodline, that's where gang mentality and all those the beef never dies. That's where that stems from. Because if you killed my big cousin and I go to school with his son, I'm gonna beat up his son every day, like or something. You know what I'm saying? Something along those lines. That's how that's how there's blood feuds in the street for generations and generations. Like that's yeah, it's something different. Because when you listen to a story of like certain people in the street, and you just hear how their granddad and their dad, and then them and their kids, like it legit is just a trickle down effect. But I don't know what's going on with Iran. And don't let nobody tell y'all nothing different. We are at war. Congress just hasn't declared war yet. We're at war. And if you look at all the gun laws that they're like starting now, like now the, um, the magazines, the magazines now are the 10 round that they were trying to push. It's unconstitutional. We already knew that, but they already put that out there. The um, they're trying to make it so it'll be a nationwide carry. So, and they had said that, and it was after I'm trying to think what organization they had said that in times in times of war we shouldn't have to wait 2 weeks to buy a firearm. And I was like, ooh. But he didn't say arm. He didn't say firearm. He said an arm, which is different. I just found that out. Firearms and arms are different. Arms are in the Constitution. Firearms is something that the government did. So an arm is like if I go see. Matter of fact, no. This is a perfect example. If I go to a gun show and I ask somebody to buy an arm, and they sell me a gun with just money, that is considered me buying an arm, which doesn't. It's not supposed to be able to be tracked, but it's not for tracking purposes. It's for protection. It's for what it is. That's what it is. I'm so pissed off. I can't sleep. This is stupid. Yeah, man. My baby mom is dumb. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. My baby mom makes things very difficult. I don't want to find my life and be like, oh look, he called me dumb, and try to use that in court. But man, I'm just okay. Let's just speak facts. Let's just say the facts. Her call times are 2 times a week, and she does not call on those call times. She does not call. Not me, but call my daughter. She doesn't call her at all. She hasn't. She hasn't. I think she's missed. I think 20 or like 26 phone calls, something like that. It's a high number she missed. But she gonna text me today and try to like argue with me about if I'm bringing my daughter down for a visit. I've always brought my daughter down for her visits, and that's another thing. You have requirements, and you haven't met any of the requirements in 2 years. You're still on visitation. Like you have to have a supervisor for your visitations. Crazy, bro. I can't wait for this to be done so I can like just just say everything. Cause man, the only reason why I can't is because of court. But oh man, my baby mom bothers me bad, really really bad. And yeah, see, I can't even say that neither because that's like I can't prove it, but I can prove it. But if you know, you know. And man, I don't know. I just want her to get her stuff together. Like man, make it easier for me, for my, you know, what I'm saying, for my. She don't care about me. She don't care about nothing. That's the thing. And she's making it very obvious that she doesn't care about our daughter. But she don't want my daughter to have a relationship with my wife, which is weird. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I guess I can't understand it because I ain't never been that type of person. Like if you happy where you at, you know what I'm saying. You and found the one. or you're comfortable with this person, cool. Be comfortable with the person. I'm not tripping. I'm not gonna worry about you and a relationship. I'm gonna let you do what you do. What's the point in me being mad? That's why I really can't stand when people have kids with people and then they feel like they need to be around or be they have to be with the woman. What's up? They have to be with the woman to take care of their kids. Nah, bro, you don't. As a man, if you have a kid, you need to take care of the kid. You don't need to be with a woman. But if you are able to be with a woman because you care about her, that's nice. But if not, it's still your responsibility to take care of your kid. You can't just be like, oh, I'm cool. F the B, you know. Okay, what about your kid though? That don't make sense. Oh man, I don't know. People weird, man. People are really weird. Yeah, I can imagine like having any more kids and then not be present in their life. That's why I only had one. I mean, until I have one with my wife. But that's why I only had my daughter because everything gets so complicated when you start adding. And I want to be present in my kid's life to where it's a they can't never say, "Oh, my dad wasn't there." Like that's the thing is I always want to be consistent in my kid's life. That's how I understand how these dudes be gone and then just like come back for like a month and expect a welcome home. Like, bro, where you been at? Like, you gotta be here. Like, and that's the thing is you really ain't gotta be there, but you have to be there, bro. Folks don't get understand that. People be think I'm like weird, but it's like if you got like any like friends or cousins or anything like that, if you know anybody that have kids and don't take care of their kids as a man, you need to check them. Period. You need to check them on them. Every time you see them, hey, how's your kids? You spend time with your kids. As people need to start being held accountable. That's the part. People need to be held accountable, and people seem like they're scared now to say anything to somebody else because of like I don't know if it's hurting feelings, not wanting to be on rocky land. Bro, nah, bro. I don't care about that. Like, if you're not taking care of your kids as a man, I can't respect you as a man because you're not taking care of your kids. It's simple. And you can't blame it on your baby mom. You can't say, "Oh, my baby mom makes it difficult." Bro, can't no woman tell you what to do, bro. Can't no woman dictate nothing. Like, bro, I was in a bad situation. Like, bro, can't no woman tell you nothing. Like, that's you're a weak man. If a woman can dictate what you're doing and if a woman can dictate what you're doing and you're not that's not your woman, bro, and even your woman can't dictate what you're doing. Now, my wife can say her opinion and how she feels and not persuade, but put her put her 2 cents in, and I'm gonna listen. She can't make me do nothing though. But women do have an influence. If they want something to be done, they can make it. They can have it done. That's hands down. That's how I don't see how women ain't ruling the world because they can have legit they can have us do anything. Like man, boy, I tell you, I just be just irritated. I be have to watch my mouth, but it's funny they ain't said nothing about it impeaching Trump no more. I've been waiting for that to come out. They ain't said nothing about it because after Trump after Trump bombed Iran, I was expecting him to try to impeach because they said, "Oh well, he bombed without permission." But I'm pretty sure he has the right to do that. Like I'm most positive he does. But it's better if he went through Congress to do it. But I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to because he runs the military, and that goes for all presidents. Like Obama could have did the same thing, but Obama wasn't on that. He was on some kid stuff. Yeah, people ain't talking about that. People don't talk about that, but it's all right. You know. Um, yeah, man. Golly, this lack of sleep and just my mind be going is very irritating. And it's weird too, cause I had a dream about my baby mom, like on the phone. It was weird. It was weird. But it's gonna get to a point where my daughter's just not gonna want to deal with my baby mom. Like that's what's gonna happen. And my daughter's old enough now, like where she see, like she understands. Like she's 11, like, and then you don't think she's talking to like her friends at school that are going through pretty much the same thing. Yeah, and then the visits be all weird and off, and you know what I'm saying? Like you're doing it to yourself. Like that's the thing. Now she can't understand it. She can't see it. It is very, very well. It's not simple, but it is simple. But for a person itself, that is only concerned about themselves, like a selfish person, it is hard to care about somebody else's feelings. And I mean, I was selfish, but I wasn't. Like there were certain times I didn't care about people's feelings, but for the bulk of everything, I always cared about other people. But that's because I was a whole bunch of trauma and weird stuff. But I just don't see how you can do your kid like that. That's the part that gets me. Like how you can't like focus on your kid. Like it doesn't even matter if you have more kids. That's again. That's why I only had one kid because I want to be able to focus on my kid and give my kids the attention that they need. If I had more than one kid, say say I had my daughter, and then everything happened the same way it happened, but it wouldn't have it would be the outcome would be completely different. But say I have my daughter, and then did all that, and then I had another kid. What if I had to pay child support to two different women? That would be horrible. I was already paying child support for my daughter. That's 500 something dollars. So I got to pay another three or another five, bro. That's wild work. Oh man, like, and it was rough enough, like just getting an apartment, like, but that's why the Most High moved the way He moves, and like that's why I'm glad I found the King, because there ain't no other way. There is no other way. If you do not have a relationship with the Most High, Jesus, praise Him, and your life will change. He will change your life. He'll bless you with patience. I mean, he gonna make you earn it though. If you don't have patience, he gonna make you earn it. If you pray for something like stuff, like not tangible things, not things you could obtain, but growth, like growth in certain ways. Be very cautious on the things that you pray for, like praying for wisdom, praying for patience. I prayed for patience and wisdom a couple times, and I will never pray for patience and wisdom. I don't think ever again. I think it's kind of like a package deal. Once you pray for patience and pray for wisdom, I think that just continues on because I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm like the wisest person, like by far, but I mean, I feel like I see things a lot different now. I carry myself different, and yeah, patience. Oh gosh, that is something different. He'll make you wait. He'll make you wait on a lot of things, but then he don't. But then he doesn't because it's like when I got my daughter originally, I had just started dating my wife, and I prayed for my wife too. Um, yeah, just that whole circumstance was crazy. So before my wife and before my daughter, saving up. I was saving up to get my license, and then I started talking to my wife, and then I had prayed like before that, and I was like, for some reason, I guess I was just ready for a wife, and I prayed, and I was like, Lord, send me a wife. And I just, I want my wife to love me for me and to love my daughter. And I had, uh, I had asked him to send her to me because I don't want to, I don't, I'm kind of stupid. Like legit, like I told God, I'm kind of stupid. Like, I'm kind of stupid. Send her to me. Make sure I can't miss her. Bro, it was hilarious. So it was like, I don't know, some time after. I don't even know the time frame anymore, but I had a dream about my wife. Fine. Fine. I was in downtown Portland, and then she was walking down the street and she was going somewhere. She was in a suit, and then she ran up to me and gave me a hug, and we talked for a minute. And then she was like, "All right, I gotta go to like a meeting or a conference or something." She was like, "I'll see you later." And I was like, "Oh, bet." Woke up. That was the end of the dream. It was like a week after that. Uh, she had sent me a message on Facebook. It was something small, and I just gave her like a short answer because I ain't talked to her in years at this point. Like it's been like years, and yeah, we didn't talk. And then she reached out again like a week or two after that, and we just started talking. And she was just saying all the good things. Um, yeah, so I'm like she likes going on hikes and all this and what she requires in a husband, and that was the part that got me because I ain't never had a conversation with a woman and she said what she never, and we just connected for that, and then I want to say it was probably like a month in, maybe not even a month. Real talk, it might not even have been a month, and I was like, because we were talking like every day for hours, like hours. I don't even know how we was doing it. Like legit, I don't know how we was doing it, but we were talking for hours every day, like throughout the whole day. Well, the whole night for sure. Um, and then I prayed. I was praying, and then I asked God, "Is she the one I'm supposed to be with?" And as soon as I say that, I get a message on my phone, and I continue to pray. I wake up, and it's a message from her sister, and uh, she was like, "Oh yeah, my sister said she gonna marry you one day." Blah blah blah. So I laugh and I call her, and I'm like, "Hey man, your sister says you gonna marry me." Woo, woo. And she was like, yeah, I said it. And I was like, all right, bet. And like another month goes by, and I'm pretty sure we're together at this point. Yeah, we are together at this point, but we was keeping it like on the hush from like everybody because people be nosy and trying to do all the weird talking and stuff. So I prayed again. I want to say this was at like night. I was praying, and I was like, "She the one I'm supposed to marry." As soon as I said that, I get a message. I continue to pray, get done praying, I look at my message. It's her mom. And her mom was saying, "Oh, I knew you guys were gonna get back together and blah blah blah. We can't hide nothing." Being funny. And I knew I was gonna marry her in like 2 months, like legit. Like I already like felt it. Like I already felt like I was gonna marry her. Well, she was the one. I had already felt like that, and then yeah, it was kind of just, yeah, this is what we're doing. Well, I don't know if it was we at the moment, but I know what I was doing. Hey, she was gonna marry me. That's what was gonna happen. She was gonna marry me. I wasn't gonna let that go. But again, no, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, I got a good wife. She got her little ways, but I got my ways too. Everybody got their little issues, but she ain't that bad though. Like not at all. And it's funny because that was something I like really was having an issue with. Is I had told myself after my baby mom that the next woman that I was gonna be with was gonna be my wife. And yeah, I meant that. I meant that with everything in me because what's the point in just bouncing around and then nothing is fulfilling. Like there's love is very vague, and it can be, do you really love this person, or is it what they can do for you, or what they can give you? Like it's a lot of different things. But everything my wife was saying before we was married was like, oh yeah, those are all things I like to do. I like to go hiking. I like to go camping. I like these things. I can get down with that. And you talking about buying land and having animals and having a farm and all that. Like, bro, I think we was like 32. Yeah, I think we was like 32. You know what I'm saying? Young. Yeah, don't nobody be talking about that at our age. No, nobody's thinking about that. Especially being black. Like, that's not a thing. But we're not really black. We're like fancy. We're something different. You know what I'm saying? I'd be having a curly mustache and all that. You know what I'm saying? We something we something fancy. Uh, yeah, I'm really tired of the nonsense of court having to do all that. I need to hurry up and I need to ask my wife, where do I need to call so I can pay the stuff off for my license. Because now that I got the money for the license, I need to go and do that. Because that's just one more thing that I can just scratch off, not have to worry about whatever. Because yeah, yeah, I want that. Yeah, what how long it'll take? What how long it'll take to actually, or more for them to release my license because I've never had my license. I just got tickets and got it suspended like a bozo. That's something that bothers me, and that just shows how much of a lack of guidance that I had being younger. Nobody was on me about like, hey man, why is you driving? Woo woo, quit doing that. Like, it didn't matter that you have a job or you ain't got a license. Like, he didn't quit. Especially once I started getting like pulled over and stuff like that. Yeah, man. As soon as I got pulled over, somebody should have been like, "Hey, man, don't get no other car." Nah, it was just, oh well, he seemed to be like that, so let's just let him continue. There's been a lot of times where I felt just written off, but I feel like the time that was the worst, and I should have caught that like when I got in trouble back in like 2000, I think 2011. The way everybody acted then, I should have held that like close because everybody thought I was gonna go to jail forever, like legit. And I should have just, when everybody acted like that, I should have just like been like, oh yeah, I should have left. That's what I should have did. But I had to have my daughter. I mean, I see it now. Like what I should have did. Nah, this is what I should have did. I should have did everything. I could not did the drugs, but then it's like I had to do the drugs because I wouldn't have found Jesus. That's wild. If I didn't do drugs, I probably wouldn't have found Jesus, or it would have been later. I wouldn't be married. I wouldn't be in the position that I'm like. It's crazy, like finding God and all the things that He's done in the last 5, 6 years. Yeah, like 5, 6 years is crazy. Like I went from being on drugs, not having nothing, to having an apartment, and then being able to buy guns, and getting my daughter back, my mom being sober, me being sober, being able to move, getting sole custody, and moving out of state with sole custody and getting married. Crazy. And that really happened in the last 2 years. Like getting my daughter and like my wife. All that happened in like the last two. That's crazy. Like I don't be like paying attention to the time, and I be talking like I prayed for patience, but it's like that stuff was not patient. Like that was like really fast, like legit. All those things really were fast, and even the things that I prayed about, like my mom like getting sober, that was like maybe like 6 months. That was maybe like 6 months of praying about that, and I think God knew that Portland wasn't for me, and I had outgrew it. There's nothing there. There wasn't nothing there for me. The only thing that was in Portland was my daughter. So I think I think he knew once I got my daughter, I was gonna leave, and that's exactly what I did. I'm glad I found my wife. So I wouldn't want to just give my daughter by myself. She's kind of annoying. No, I was playing, but no, she needs a woman figure. Like I'm glad my wife is who she is. That's another thing too. My wife ain't no pushover. Like some people be marrying people for like convenience and like things will just be done. And like I don't want like a slave or like somebody just to like cook me meals and wash the dishes. Like I legit like found like my best friend. Like it's crazy. I mean, even though she be like annoying me, like trying to tickle me and do weird stuff, uh, it's cool. Like I'm not tripping with it. And it's weird when you can be vulnerable with a person because I haven't really been able to be vulnerable with a person, and the time that I had and tried, it was always like everything was used against me. So that's still something I have like an issue with. But I'm pretty good with talking to my wife really about everything because that's a very important thing is being vulnerable with your wife and just being able to say everything that's on your mind and your heart and not to constantly have like your guard up because having your guard up all the time that shit is draining. And then if you got your guard up all the time, do you really want to be with this person? If I got my guard up all the time, I don't want to be with you like that. I want to be with somebody that I can be stupid with, and I don't know, just walk in the room, give you a kiss and fart and walk out of the room, like stuff like that, like simple things. But yeah, anyways, praise the Most High. You have a good night.